Really awesome, learned a lot, and wouldn't trade anything.
Nothing.
For this last year.
All the struggles, but all of the amazing memories.
Baby, we're children of summer, we're meant to be free. Hearted, we're not like the other, no reason to be.
You guys, there's rabbits in here. I see it right there. Oh, there it goes. I see its ears. Do you guys see it? Where'd it go? It was in there. We could have just had a pet rabbit. Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit's in those bushes right there. Good morning, you guys. We are at the park going on some swings because it is Saturday morning, which means family morning. I guess every day is a family day, huh? But especially Saturday morning, Bug.
Especially Saturday morning.
Yay! Someone skipped nap time. It's technically nap time right now, but we're gonna see if she'll take a nap while we walk around the neighborhood. Get some swing time in. You ready? Whee! Yeah. What do you hear? There's some people playing. You wanna go play? Yeah, you're getting so social. She actually got really social in her music class. She was playing with other kids, and she even went up to the teacher and was like kind of cuddling with her. It's so cute. Yeah, you like your teacher? Someone has warmed up to the grass. Bug, look at you go. You say, I don't mind it anymore. Good job, Bug. This is so cool. She has so much crawling space now. Yeah. I'm so glad you like the grass now, Bug. Do you like it? She's like, I'm just trudging through it. Hi, Bubba. I had the grass mowed today, and so we took Bubba out here to crawl around, and she loves it. She's finally not scared of grass. We watered the garden. She liked watering the garden. And we're just kind of cleaning up, getting ready for the party. We're doing a little bit of cleanup. And yeah, getting ready for your first birthday, Bug.
Your first birthday party. Yeah.
Okay, so we have gotten through almost 1 year
Almost.
of parenting. And I just wanted to just sit down and go over like what we've learned, how it's changed, like just what's happened through the last year with us, and then maybe it could help some other people.
I personally just really want to reflect on our last year, just so it's so weird. I feel like once you become a parent, time changes. Like it goes so fast. Yeah. Like I cannot believe it's been a year since she was born.
I feel like we had June yesterday.
But at the same time, I can't even like remember or imagine my life without her. So time is very, very crazy once you become a parent. And I've been told that it just continues to speed up. But I also feel like throughout this time warp, we have literally learned so much, so many lessons, gone through so many struggles, experienced so many amazing things. So I kind of just wanted to talk through it all and reflect on it.
The birth was the most amazing thing. When your child comes into the world, it's a miracle, and you just love that being so much that you kind of like ride that wave of endorphins for the first 3 months because you're just so in love with your child. I mean, I'm still in love with my child today, but it's just so intense and new in those like first 3 months. So it's really, really hard, but I don't remember any of the hard stuff really. I know it was hard, like looking back, I know it was hard, but I don't really remember any of that. I just remember all the good stuff and like doing everything for the first time. And I don't know, I think that first 3 months is like a honeymoon period of parenting, and you just kind of figure it out. You've like read books maybe and like gone to classes, so that kind of like guides you through it. I would say my favorite thing about that time was just being able to just like hold June, and she was just so like cozy and just like was very still. Newborns are very just still. Right now that's not the case. She is running around, not running, she's crawling around, climbing on everything. But back then, like, she'll still cuddle today, but it was just so nice to just hold her. And I think the worst part was we had to do a tongue tie procedure with her because she wasn't latching on for breastfeeding. And I had to do the stretches. And if you don't know what tongue tie is, they basically like slit a piece of skin under their tongue that's tying it down. And then you have to stretch that skin out on a newborn. And it's literally, you're waking up every 4 hours and pushing on an open sore in your baby's mouth. And that was like the worst thing for me. I'm so scarred from it, but I know like it helped her now. Like she could have had like speech problems and she wouldn't have been able to breastfeed. So I know it was better, but that was the worst part for me.
So for me, I would say probably the beginning when June was first born. There's that initial period of healing. No matter how you give birth, there's that initial period. So that definitely was a struggle for me. But I would probably still call it like a honeymoon period of having June, just because she was just sleeping most of the time. Like she was like so snuggly, and you're just like so like, oh my goodness, I can't believe like this is our daughter. It's just like blows your mind every single day, and you're just constantly watching her. Like everything she does is just this amazing miracle, which it really truly is. So definitely that honeymoon period. I would still say there was some struggles for me besides the healing period. There was definitely like a lot of anxiety, which could be tied to like postpartum. But I definitely had a lot of anxiety just of like things happening to her. You know, like we would like go out on a walk, and just like the worst case scenario would flash in my head. And I know it's like illogical, like say I'm pushing the stroller and like in my head it's like, oh my goodness, like what if I accidentally let go of the stroller and it like zooms into the street, or like something crazy. And I know it's crazy, but it's still just like that intense fear of anxiety of like worst case scenarios like running through my head. So that was a struggle for me. I think also just your very beginning, you're still trying to figure out like what does she need and what is she trying to say. You know, like you just have met her like in the flesh. I feel like we already had a connection with her obviously before she was even born, but just like what does she actually need? She's crying, but what does she need? And I'm not quite sure. There's like that initial period where you're trying to figure it out.
That was a huge obstacle. Like now looking back on it, like now I was actually saying this the other day, if someone watched June, they wouldn't know all of the things she was asking for, because we have like our own secret language. Like I mean literally we kind of do, but like when she's thirsty she goes ah, and that means she needs water, rather than saying like there's no other way to say it for her.
We'll have to break that habit eventually.
But that's like after she got it, because after we would take a drink we'd go ah, and then she started doing that and associated it with water. So it's just stuff like that. Like someone watching her wouldn't know that's what it meant.
Yeah, and I do remember like when she was first born, probably that first week, she was crying and I didn't know what to do. I was in the mindset like I had just nursed her, she's not hungry, she doesn't need a diaper change. But like now looking back, I know now that she just wanted to nurse again, you know, but I'm a new parent and in my head I'm thinking, she just nursed, she can't be hungry. Like, I don't know, like what else is wrong? But now thinking back, I know she just wanted either comfort or just to nurse again. It's just like babies like to nurse, and we weren't nursing on a schedule. So I should have just, I don't know, you just learn.
Yeah, you learn. And that's the thing, like I feel like every stage there was something different. So like 0 to 3 months, I was like, okay, I feel like we've mastered this. And then 4 months hit and we hit the 4-month sleep regression.
That changed everything.
So like there's always something that like throws a twist into everything, and you're I feel like we're constantly learning and like keeping up, but it's fun. Like you just get to know your child better, and we master it, and then she like throws a curveball and it's like, okay, now we have to rearrange everything.
Yeah, once we finally have something down, it's something new.
Yeah, it's constant.
Something totally different.
Constantly, that's what happens.
I mean, yeah, sleep regression was a huge struggle for us. It was just crazy to go from she was sleeping so soundly, 6 to 8 hours or more a night, to she could not sleep unless she was either nursing or on someone's chest, and that is
and only slept like 3 to 4 hours at a time. And then
so
woke up.
we have always, not always, but from the beginning we were co-sleeping, but we had her in this little dock-a-tot, if you know what that is. It's like a little area, but it's like a... Anyways, we had this little special area, and that's what she was sleeping in for the first 3 months, for the most part. And then for 4 months regression, and she would sleep in there for like 3 hours or so, and then would wake up and cry. And it wasn't just because she was hungry. It was like she couldn't go back to sleep, and sleep was a big issue.
It was bad. So then
for a long time.
Yeah, so then eventually we did sleep training our own way. We modified
recently, actually, not that long ago.
It was like when she was 10 months. And looking back, we probably could have done it sooner, but I don't know. Can't really do anything. But we did it, and we modified a sleep training method that worked for us and that we felt was ethical and just worked for our family. So like with those things, I don't know. There's a lot of like the parent things with like the systems and stuff. I don't really believe those. I feel like you can take it, and it's a good jumping off point to modify it for your family. Yeah. And that's what we've been doing like the whole time. Like we're not like strict on, okay, we're going to do the Ferber method. Like we'll take it and take bits and pieces of that, and then take bits and pieces of another method, and then just make it so it fits us. Yeah,
I definitely think that's another lesson we've learned this year, is that there's not one right way to do anything. You can take key bits of information from different sources and then find what works for your family, because it's going to be different from what works for someone else.
And it's going to be different from what your parents even did, or your siblings, or, you know, it's just going to fit for your family better.
And I do think there's a lot of judgment out there, like, especially moms against moms for some reason. But honestly, I don't understand it, because every child is different, every family is different. So, yes, we're all doing different things, but that's just because that's how it has to work.
Yeah, that's why it's like, I never judge any other family, because it's like, we could be doing something and they could be doing the total opposite thing that would not work for us at all. But if it works for them, then it's like, great. Like, that's awesome. I'm not going to judge you for it. Like, if you're doing it and it works for you, cool.
And I also think that took us a while to learn. I think we learned to let things go that don't work for us. Because I know, like, coming into this, I don't know about you, but I definitely had a lot of expectations of like the type of mom I was gonna be. And I wanted to do cloth diapering and like I
never wanted to do cloth diapering, just a little side note.
And it was really fun. It was something, I'm glad I did it.
We did it for a month, didn't we?
I don't know how long we did it for, actually.
A couple months.
I'm really glad we did it, but it did not work for us. And I kept trying to make it work, and it did not work. And eventually I let it go, and I think that's totally fine. It's not what I thought I was gonna do, but now I'm way happier with doing disposables. It just works way better for our lifestyle. And I don't know, trying to find that balance of like, what are your priorities as the type of parent you want to be, and also convenience, and also what actually works for you.
But now she is one, and she is sassy, she has a personality, she knows what she wants, and I don't know, it's just a whole nother aspect of parenting, because she is becoming her own person.
Yes, and it's been crazy watching her become who she is today. Just like watching her first smile, witnessing her first giggle was so cute. She rolled over, then she crawled. Just like every ounce of like more freedom and ability to like be more independent, she loves it. Yeah,
she loves being independent. She's gonna be a free spirit for sure. She loves, like when we got her that the car, the walker, she was like in heaven, because she could walk around without having to hold on to us.
She loves that thing. She literally just goes as fast as she can until she crashes into something right now. She's crazy.
So once she learns how to walk, then she's going to be ecstatic, and that's going to give us a run for our money.
That's going to change everything. One other thing is that we are so grateful that we're in a unique position where we can pretty much parent, like very, very much co-parent. Like we are 50-50 parenting, and it's just really, it's a unique situation, and we're really grateful for it. But it has been, there's a lot of pushback between us. Like it's a lot of communication when you're co-parenting. I feel like if you're just like one person is doing the majority of the parenting, they kind of have
the control
of it.
They get to do what they want.
But because we're co-parenting, it takes a lot of communication between us to make sure we're on the same page, because we're both there on the front line every single day. So we have to be on the same page. So that has definitely been a learning lesson, but also something we are, like, all the effort we put into it, we know is going to have a positive impact on June's life.
And it just makes us more independent as parents, like, such as, like, if you were going to go on a trip for a week, then I would be fine taking care of June for a full week. Once she's not breastfeeding anymore. But, like, she's mostly eating solid foods right now, but we have literally done everything, done everything to take care of June. So it would be totally fine.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful that June will have a father that's very involved in her life, because I know, and not just a father, it can be a mother or whatever, but I know that most kids do grow up with majority one parent is like the main parent in their life, and of course they always love their other parent, but it's just
like engaged in the life every day of raising them.
Yeah, and of course our situation could always change. We never know. Everything's...
But for this first year, we're just talking about this first year.
This first year has been such an amazing blessing.
Yeah. Really awesome, learned a lot, and wouldn't trade anything.
Nothing.
For this last year.
All the struggles, but all of the amazing memories.
Yes.
So many.
So that is our vlog for today. I hope you enjoyed it. We kind of just wanted to do a more natural sit down with you guys and just reflect on our year. Thumbs up if you liked it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm sure we've got a crazy year ahead of us.
Crazy week? I mean year.
Yeah. Crazy week too. We've got June's party, we've got an announcement, we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah.
So hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and we will see y'all tomorrow.
Beware your feeder.